chocolate frosting in the middle. I'm a pretty dressed cookie sandwich. It was 3 years ago today, and there was a mama named Tracy and a papa named Chris.
I can't see.
And I remember Tracy's belly was so big. I thought she might fall over.
She bumped her head.
She did.
Crack her head open.
Nope, she didn't crack her head open, but her belly was this big because there wasn't just one baby in there.
Two
Babies in her belly, growing and wiggling. Two in one belly. Wiggling and squirming and rolling and strolling and probably playing and touching and patting, right? Inside that belly. And it wasn't a summer like this summer that year. It was a hot, hot summer that year. And so Tracy woke up one August morning and she opened the windows and she turned on the fans and she said, "Oh, it's hot already." And so she decided instead of having and there were bees outside, instead of having a nice cup of warm tea and toast, she would make some iced tea. So she started to make some iced tea, and instead of having warm toast and butter, she thought, "Ooh, I'm going to have cold fruit and cereal." So she was making her breakfast. Her belly was so big that she could hardly reach the counter with her belly, so she kind of had to stand sideways, right? I wasn't really there, but that's what I imagined. And she was making her breakfast, and all of a sudden, those babies in that belly started rolling and rocking and squeezing and saying, "I want to come out."
Mama.
And she went, "Oh my goodness, Chris, you're going to have to take Casey to school today because I don't know for sure, but these babies sure are making a lot of movement. They might want to come out." And Chris's eyes got really big and he said, "Right now?" And she said, "No, they might want to come out. They're squeezing pretty tight and rolling pretty hard." So Chris got Casey ready for school. And before he left to take him down the long, long stairway, he kissed Tracy on the forehead and the cheek and said, "I love you," to those little babies inside of there. Said, "I love you" to that mama, and said, "I have my cell phone. You call me if anything else happens," right? She said, "Okay, don't worry, it's fine." And so no sooner did Chris leave the house than that belly started to squeeze and rocking and rolling and knocking, not right now, okay. And she thought, maybe Chris shouldn't have left so soon. I better sit down. So she sat down with her cold fruit and her cold cereal, and she waited. It's called a contraction. For that contraction to pass, and she kind of had to grab the table and the chair. And she was sitting by the window. Right then, a bird came and sat right on the windowsill, and she looked at that bird, and she said, "You know, a baby might be born today. Babies might be born today." Well, that bird, she didn't know it, but that was a talking bird. And that bird flew all over Fairfax that day and said, "The babies are coming, the babies are coming, the babies are coming." And the birdies told the butterflies and the bees went and told the fishies. And the fishies swam and told the whales and the sharks, and the whales and the sharks went and told the lions and the tigers. And the fish told the polar bears, and the polar bears told the elephants. And all over the world that day, all the creatures were saying, "Some babies are coming, some babies are coming. Everyone get ready, some babies are coming." Well, back home, Tracy wasn't quite convinced yet that they were coming today. But, Lily, you want to come back up here so I can hold you in a minute when the babies come? Come on. So she's not going anywhere.
Right here, honey.
It was her tummy you were inside of. So Chris called to check in. And boy, oh boy, did he call at the right time. Because right when that phone rang and Tracy went to reach for it, her belly went squeeze. And those babies went, "Let me out. Let me out." could just pick up the phone and say, yeah. And he said, oh, you're having a contraction. And she said, yeah, I think we should go to the doctor. And so he got in his car, and before he started it and shut the door, there was a dog walking down the street. And what did he say to the dog? My babies are being born today. And the dog went to the kitties. The babies are coming. The babies are coming. And everybody knew the babies are coming. So Chris drove home.